have chosen the sheets as our product and have chosen the brand name Vivir. The advertisement, which we will discuss in detail later on, will help to establish our brand's identity, giving the consumers something to aspire to. This image will represent happiness and living life to the full, which is encapsulated in our tagline, Awake, Happy, Alive.
The word Vivir is Spanish for live. This was chosen as our brand name for a number of reasons. Firstly, to generate initial interest and intrigue in our consumers. However, it also encapsulates the products that the brand sells, which would fall mostly within the home living category. But most importantly, it is the mood that the company wants to evoke in its audience. The idea of living in the moment, enjoying life, and quality are all key elements of the Vivir brand. Through brand name, marketing, and advertising, Vivir's brand association will be established in our target market's minds. Vivir will be a brand that is targeted at business people, particularly females aged between 30 and 55 years of age, who live busy lives. The advertisement will therefore demonstrate to these consumers the brand's values.
The ad has a simplistic and classy feel, using only one main character to create a narrative that portrays the product accurately and aligns with the brand concept. The ad is backed by classical music with some more upbeat sections to help create emotion. The first board shows an upper-class woman, the protagonist, waking up in Vivir bedsheets. She awakes to find attractive men in suits offering her fruit for breakfast and tending to her every need. The third board shows the woman getting out of her breakfast in bed, whisking through her house. She walks outside feeling fresh and alive, looking up to appreciate the world around her. The fifth board shows the protagonist walking through the streets, with all those she walks by staring at how fantastic she looks and feels from a great night's sleep. The final board leaves the narrative and shows the bed and bed sheets from the first board, with a soft voice saying the tagline, Awake, Happy, Alive.
As Al and Laura Rice talked about in their book, The 22 Immutable Laws of Branding, brands need to differentiate themselves, and according to Leadbeater, value is so much a product of fashion and perception, especially for products such as bedsheets, where there is much less differentiation and competition within the market. Therefore, it is vital to create emotional ties, as stated by Scott Bedbury, the former vice president of Starbucks marketing. The ad is likely to be interpreted by the audience in a way that aligns with the brand's concept.
In its entirety, the ad connotes feelings such as happiness, success, wealth, power, and superiority, which is appealing to the target audience of 30 to 55-year-old women. It is highly likely that women of these ages either share the feelings portrayed in the ad or can relate through wanting to achieve these feelings. The woman in the ad signifies happiness and success and can be associated with and appeal to women. The audience must draw on their extra-textual knowledge of society's current issues and fashions to make this association. In the opening scene of the ad, a woman wakes up smiling, which can be interpreted by the audience as the result of a good night's sleep. This is appealing as many would like to have a full night's sleep after a hard day work. The second board depicts a butler-like man offering fruit, which connotes royalty, exclusivity, and elegance.
As the protagonist walks outside looking fresh and alive and looks up to the sky, the audience can use their intertextual knowledge from other movies and advertisements to understand that this is a look of happiness and contentment. While she is walking down the street in the fourth board, she hears many people turning their heads to look at her. This works intertextually both to other advertisements and the phrase to turn heads, which is based on the idea of someone being so beautiful that they attract the attention of all those around them. This attention gained in the street appeals to the fantasies of many women included in the target audience. It can be assumed that this is a result of being well rested. In the final scene of the ad, the story of the protagonist is tied together. The events that occurred in the ad are seen to be indexes of the good night's rest, which was due to the Vivir bedsheets shown at the beginning of the ad. This lets the audience know that these high-quality bedsheets will improve their life significantly just through a perfect sleep. Awake, Happy, Alive, the tagline, represents the brand's values, as well as leaving the consumer with the brand associations we wish them to attribute to Vivir.
This advertisement for Vivir bedsheets helps to create a strong relationship with our target market by appealing to their everyday needs and individual desires.